Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to Ships at Sea. We're giving fishing another go. I was doing it all wrong. Well, I wasn't really doing it all wrong, but I don't know what happened the first time that I did it, but we are in the Tier 2 boat, in which I have called the Deep Sea Saga. And in this Tier 2 boat, I have four 2,500 hook long lines, and as you can see up in the top right hand corner there, I'm actually pulling in a fairly decent chunk of money. It is still a very, very, very long trip out to the fishing spots, but it is kind of worthwhile. Now I can fit more than 4 lines on here, and I probably should. In fact, we probably should go back. Before we head there, we probably should go back and actually grab a couple more long lines, because they're out for 17 hours anyway. It just takes a very long time, and I mean a very, very long time, to actually get those lines out. Like, each line takes approximately in-game time 45 minutes, I reckon. It's 45 minutes or something in-game time. So you've sort of got to calculate. Once you put them out, you've got to kind of calculate. But this is the Tier 2 fishing boat. Beautiful piece of equipment. Let's pull that boat in. There we go. Then she comes, and we'll fuel her up. What I might do actually is I might there we go, 10,000 smackaroonies. We'll go out and we'll do these 4 for this episode, and then when I come back in, I'll again, we pull this in. There's a spot there somewhere. Right there. Pull boat in. Thank you very much. Gotta pull it in there. Can we get there or not? I can't get on my boat. I can't get on. There we go. My gosh. So what I'm planning on doing is, at the moment, I've got some pollock, some mackerel on board, and some pollock and stuff. Like a couple of different ones now. If we go into the help menu here, and we go into fishing, and we go into bait, you can see that pollock is good for halibut and redfish, but best for catfish. We're looking at probably halibut, I reckon, with our herring. So that's probably what we're going to do, and we could get some pollock as well. But I think probably halibut is probably what we're going to go for. Let's go and jump in here. Let's go and undock and try and get this boat off without destroying it. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Seems a little bit calm today. A little bit calm. There we go. Took damage anyway. Of course I did. Of course I bloody did. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to slow the boat down. We're going to have a look at the map here. And we're going to see where pollock is. Now, there's a fishing spot out here, and halibut, sorry. Not a lot out there, but what I actually have found, I've been coming out here, haddock. There we go. I've been coming out here, and what I've found is the bait that you put on doesn't necessarily. I never seem to catch many of the fish that I've baited for. I always catch a lot of everything else, but none of the fish that I've baited, or not many of the fish that I've baited for in comparison to everything else. We'll go out there, and we'll head out in this direction here. Right there. Beautiful. So the autopilot is up and running now as well, which is fantastic. Got a little bit of oomph in here. Now, I do have this boat pretty well fully upgraded now, so we've got a decent kind of a speed. I'm hoping that it'll be I'm hoping that it'll actually be light when we're running our lines, but I don't think it is. I've noticed that there's no PM or AM up the top there now, which surprises me. I thought there used to be an AM and a PM, and I can't remember an update actually happening either. So what we're going to do, but it looks like the sun is it coming up or is it going down? I don't know. Let's turn on our autopilot right there. Lovely. I still haven't tested out whether... Where the hell are you taking me, autopilot? That was nearly a bloody disaster, wasn't it? While the autopilot's doing that, let's go and see if we can actually do any repairs to this boat here. There we go. I don't know how much we're able to repair until we actually upgrade ourselves. We can repair it all the way. Lovely, lovely. That's pretty handy. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to head out. Don't know whether that sun... I reckon that sun's coming up. I don't know. But we're going to head out, and I will see you once we get out on the out into the fishing line or fishing area, and we'll lay some of these lines, catch ourselves some fish, so that you guys can see some proper fishing, and then you can imagine. I'm not sure exactly how many long line boats, how many long lines this boat will take. Ships, wheelhouse, HUD. We kind of don't have we have an idea on how much missions, weather. Doesn't look like we do. I'm not sure. I think it can take 8 or 10. I might be completely and utterly wrong about that, so we'll have to see. But I'll see you guys when we get out to our fishing, out to our little fish habitat out there. We'll drop some lines in, and we'll see how we go. Okay, we are out there. It doesn't take as long when you're doing 13.5 knots. When I was doing 4 knots, remember the last video, it took a very long time, excuse me, to get out there, to get out here. But you'll see that we've entered the habitat now, and it's actually sort of started to spread around a little bit. We've got pollock, we've got catfish, we've got haddock there, and we've got cod there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move that to here, and then I'm going to run through this way here. We've got catfish and we've got haddock. So what we want to do is I'll just reconfigure the autopilot, and he should turn around and aim in that direction. We'll just head back into here, and for our haddock, we were using our mackerel. So what we're going to do now is, while we're heading in that direction, is we're going to put our mackerel on. So where's our mackerel? Right there. Let's use that bait. We'll throw that there. We'll throw that and that and that, and put that away. And we'll get this ready. Actually, we'll prep a pot now. We'll throw it on there. You can put one line out at a time, but you're going to see kind of how long it actually takes to to get a fish out there. I mean, to get a fish out there, to get a line out there. So it's a bit crazy, indeed. Let's see if this boat turns around here when we hit this line, or whether it's just gonna... The autopilot is still very, very, very janky. Very janky on this indeed. And there you go, cruising straight across our navigational line. Is he going to turn around if I do that? Nope. Okay, let's remove the entire route. Let's throw one here. One here. It looks like these fish are moving in this direction, so I'm probably going to go there. Let's reconfigure again, and he should turn around towards that marker there. Now I've got the sonar on, so you can see the sonar sitting down there. What we're waiting for is for some fish to start appearing, and as soon as we see those fish appearing, then we're going to start throwing our line out. Now I have noticed so far that it doesn't seem to matter what speed you're going, so that's all right. So I usually go basically flat stick because it does take so long to get these long lines out, but we'll throw one out, then I'll go back and I'll throw the other ones out without you guys having to watch all of that, and then probably and then we'll come back and we'll start reeling them in. We'll see how much cutting and editing I do in that before we go back and sell it and see what we're getting. So, but it's nice to actually, once you get to this point, to actually start like earning yourself a little bit of dough, which is really, really good. I managed to, I'm pretty sure I paid off my loan, my $300,000 loan. I'm pretty sure I did. And then I did a little bit of this on stream the other night as well. We went out and did a little bit of fishing in this, and then we went into fishing fishing North Atlantic actually, and did some more net trawling there. Let's see if this actually turns. Yeah, it's not going to turn, is it? Oh, it is. It is going to turn. It was just quite delayed. What are you doing now? Don't do your crazy thing. What was that out there? I thought I seen something splash in the water. But geez, she's a good looking game. I'm really, really surprised at how calm it is out here today. It is so calm. What are we in? April. Very, very calm out here indeed. Looks like we've lost our GPS signal again. For God's sakes. Let's turn that off, get rid of that, move that route node, and are they moving in that direction? Let's move that one across to here. I reckon these guys are going. They do move. They do move. So let's go and turn that autopilot back on again and let it settle itself a little bit. Let it settle itself a little bit. Let's turn the interior light on. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little fishing boat, really, isn't it? It's a very cool little fishing boat. So, alas, poor Yorick. Ah, dear me. It looks like somebody's still got their feet in there. We'll turn that back off as well. I've got the work light on. We don't really need that on, so we can turn that off. How are we going? Not very good. I just wish that they would fix up the autopilot. Let's just spin this around a little bit. Sort of head in that direction. Keep our eye on I can hear birds. But if you see areas with gulls, I don't know whether it's the same in here, but in fishing North Atlantic and stuff, if you see gulls flying around, then you're pretty well guaranteed that they're like if they're hovering around an area and diving in the water, then there's fish there. So it's always a really good way to find those fish. But I'm not sure whether that's the case in here, because quite often I've heard gulls and seen absolutely and utterly nothing. So let's spin around, and then we'll wait for some fish to start showing up on that radar. We're kind of more waiting for halibut for haddock to show up, but we'll see how we go. Let's intercept this line here. Hopefully I can get the autopilot to work now as well. If we spin around, head directly in this direction here, go into the map, grab that, move it to here, and then put the autopilot on. Because you really do want to try and keep your lines relatively straight. So Not that it really has an effect, because I have had the autopilot go a bit janky on me when I've been laying lines, and it's done a bit. It's done quite a curve, and it hasn't really affected those lines. So fingers crossed that it doesn't. Let's just wait for some fish, shall we? We should be seeing some fish soon. What have we got there? That was catfish, wasn't it? Yeah. It's about 150 meters from. Yeah, 150 meters from us. Okay, but we've got nothing coming up on the sonar yet, so we'll wait until we do have something come up on the sonar. I would have expected to actually have seen some by now, so we really should have seen some fish come up on the sonar, but unfortunately we didn't. Now, I don't know whether there's been a little patch or a little update that I didn't notice go through, because as I said, the time up in the top right hand side, 6:56 in the morning, that usually shows AM, or actually it usually shows PM on this. I think it was sort of reversed. So I think a patch may have come out, and what they've done is they've removed the AM and PM from it, and to stop that confusion. So, but surprisingly enough, I hope that they haven't done, if they've done some updates to the sonar and stuff, then we may actually not see any fish, which is a little bit of a worry, really. There we go, we've got some coming through. All right, so it is time to head out here and cast that long line. And out she goes. Now, it's 7:02 on the clock, so let's see how long it actually takes for this 2,500 hook long line to go out. It usually has they usually have two white buoys as well that pop out. So whereas the smaller lines had one right in the middle, I think. So let's see how long it takes for this line to actually run through. How are we going on the sonar now? Yeah, we've definitely got fish on the sonar now, and I reckon that it is. Well, it's kind of looking like cod, isn't it? Rather than halibut. Well, it's not halibut. We know that for sure. It's actually looking like cod. Interesting. Maybe. Oh, that was the other thing. When you're running your lines out, you all of a sudden lose where the fish are. I noticed. What the hell is going on here? My goodness, this is the first time I've seen fog. I hope we don't have a that's a white buoy. I hope we don't have a bit of a storm coming in, because the water's actually starting to get rough now, and this fog's come in. Wow, I haven't been in here in the fog before. That's crazy. We may experience our first storm, or may not. Okay, line's still running out. So I don't know whether to do I can't do a series on this at the moment, because there's really not enough content, because it'd be episode after episode of me just doing this fishing or running the same parcels over and over. But what I will do is, as I upgrade boats and stuff, I'll throw videos out of those boats and doing things on those boats. We need to get some medium cargo, and we probably need to do some we probably need to invest in a fish farm or two, which should be that. Don't know, which should be pretty good. But I was thinking of that, because at the moment I'm in a bit of a sort of I'm in a bit of a slump on my channel. I don't know what to run series on. There's obviously no point in running series on. There we go. There goes another one. We're still miles away. And I was thinking of running a series on on maybe fishing Barents Sea or fishing North Atlantic or something, where we can get sort of a little bit more stuff done. But you know, maybe start from scratch, run through all the types of boats and stuff. It really is getting rough in here. I haven't actually seen the water being that colour before either. I don't know whether it's because of the fog. So yeah, like a series, start from scratch on fishing Barents Sea or fishing North Atlantic, and working our way through all of the boats and moving on like that, or otherwise just randomly throwing out videos of doing some. So I haven't done a video on scallop trawling yet, which I'd really like to do. I haven't really done crayfish too much, which I'd really like to do as well. So it's kind of one of those things that that we could possibly do. There we go. We've got a couple of lots of fish in here now. In fact, I reckon we've got, yeah, we do have a couple of lots of fish, which is probably pretty good. So we'll run these lines out. We'll probably run them out next to each other, I would say. Set up another GPS course, and there goes another buoy. So you can see 7:02 we started taking this out. It's now 7:38, so it's taken 36 minutes so far just to put one line out. But yeah, let me know what you think. You know, should we do an overall kind of fishing series, in the sense of we'll do a little bit of fishing North Atlantic, a little bit of fishing Barents Sea, a little bit of ships at sea and all that stuff, or should I do a dedicated series, start from scratch series? I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm sort of reassessing what I'm going to do moving into the future on the channel, and it's a little bit hard, you know. Like you'll do a video, like an episode 1, and you'll get so many views, and then episode 2 you'll get so many views, and episode 3 you'll get so many views, and then it sort of starts to peter off. So it's really difficult to know. My gosh, this ocean. It's really difficult to know exactly what I should be doing, or which direction to go. There we go. That's it. So that was 7:49. It takes 47 minutes to get these things out. So 47 minutes. Right. Let's get into here. Where are we in regards to the fish habitats? I think we'll turn around. I'm going to chuck a Yui. I'm going to take that off, turn the autopilot off. I'm going to go in here and reset this, remove the entire route, and then I'm going to throw one there, and I'm going to throw one through here, and I'm going to run through here again, I think, and we'll see how we go. We will get a bit of catfish and stuff as well, which will be pretty good. Let's do a complete turnaround. My gosh. I overturned that because this thing turns really well, especially at the higher speeds and stuff. So I've got that. Yep, I've got that set up already. Have a squiz at where we are. I might actually even move that to here. I reckon we could probably do it there and move that one to there. I reckon we'll be close enough. So yeah, let's turn in now. Let's maybe throw our autopilot on and see if she lines up. And we've got our 2 lots of fish coming in now. Let's get out and drop this. Let's get out and drop this line. All right, so I'm going to throw these 3 lines down, I will come back if things get really, really rough, because it's looking like we're starting to get a lot rougher. Just wondering whether we're going to have a storm come through or whether this is kind of it. I don't think there's a weather report you can get on here, is there? Definitely not on the map. There's definitely not in here either. I do have another skill point. I'm waiting for the second skill point so I can grab some net fishing. So, which requires 2 skill points. So it costs 2 skill points. So I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm moving around a little bit, but not too much. So I'll see you guys when I have these lines run out. I just wanted to bring you back for a sec because it is starting to get a little bit more rough, but I wanted to show you we've got 3 different types of fish out here now, which is really cool. That's gonna help us a lot. So it looks like we've got a lot of what is that fish? What is that fish? Let's go back into here. I know that cod. Definitely cod. We've got some pollock. Or is it salmon? I'm not sure. But it's pretty good to be running through 3 lots of fish there. And if you have a look at the map, all of them are moving, starting to move, like they're all moving around. So that's pretty cool. So it is cod and pollock. And the haddock's back there. But yeah, it's one thing that's good about doing something like this and not speeding up time and running out these long lines and stuff is gives you the opportunity to stop and clean your computer screen. It really, really needs cleaning. In fact, I can see another couple of little spots over there that I need to clean. So we're almost there. So I'll see you guys when it's out. All right, so we've nearly got the final line in, and I decided to actually go straight down the center. And for some reason, these guys have popped back in again. Straight down the center of these 2. So we're going to have to remember we go 1, 3, 4, and then 2. There we go. That's it. It is starting to. It is actually starting to get rough now. So let's turn the autopilot off. There we go. Lovely. And I think what we kind of need to, yeah, I'm just going to slow us down a little bit. Let's spin this around here, and I think we need to go to, actually we need to be on this side, don't we, when we actually pick it up. So we'll spin around here. Definitely starting to get a little bit rough. It's interesting how quickly the weather changes. So I neglected to mention there's a radar up the top in the top corner here. Let me just slow this boat down, turn you off, turn you off as well. Up in the top here there is a radar, and it actually picks up land mass and land that's sticking out of the water, which is really, really cool for navigating. Doesn't necessarily pick up weather though. I'm not sure whether it does because I haven't seen any rain or anything, but it is you can't make any adjustments to it. So unfortunately, it'd be really cool if you could. So I don't know whether it's going to pick up rain eventually or not. There we go. We've got our 5 lines in. So now we're looking at about 47 minutes per line. So there's 3 hours. So the first one's already been in for 3 hours. So what we want to do now is we probably want to maybe sleep for 14, maybe 13 and a half hours. So I'm going to hit the rest button, and we're going to sleep for 13.6 hours. Let's rest for that long. Fog is gone, and it is now time for us to actually start this beast up. Don't know whether having the searchlight on will help, but we need to go and find our buoy and our first one, and start actually hauling these things in and seeing what we've got. See if this little beast will turn around quickly enough. So If you can hear a printer in the background, I apologise. Printing some. My wife's printing some stuff out for a presentation for my daughter for school tomorrow, and she needs to get it printed out, which is fair enough. So you may not even hear it. You may not even hear it. So there's our buoy there. It's now, well, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So, and quite light out here, actually, isn't it? Quite nice. I think they've thrown a 24-hour clock in there now, rather than the AM PM, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't a 24-hour clock previously. So anyway, let's get over here. Let's see if we can bring this up beside the boat and pull him on board and see how we go. And we will, when we get this next skill point, we will actually probably do a little bit of net fishing as well. So I'll record the net fishing too, so that you guys can see it. But here we go. Let's just get up beside this. Thankfully the seas have calmed down a little bit now, so it's a little bit easier for us. We need to get sort of, well, within range of it. A little bit more. There we go. That should be all right. And let's turn this little beast off here. And let's haul this in, shall we? All right, here we go. And it is the Pokey Pokey mini game. So we'll see what we've got. Hopefully we've... Come on. There we go. That looked like a catfish. That looked like it might have been a catfish. I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Come on. There we go. That was a fair size fish. It was a fair size fish. Probably medium, I would say, rather than anything else. So hopefully we get some big fish on here. There we go. It looks like another medium as well. But I'm glad they did sort this out, because it was pretty janky in the beginning. Thank you, autosave. Thank you very much. Yeah, she was pretty janky in the beginning. This is a big fish. There we go. That's what we want to see. We want to see these big ones. Because that'll obviously give us a lot more fish. So, or a lot more weight anyway. Not necessarily a lot more fish, but a lot more weight. So that's exactly what we want. That's a tiny fish. See, that's a useless waste of space, that one. But anyway, is what it is. Lovely out here this evening, isn't it? That was a small one as well. Beautiful scenery. Love it out here on the water. Don't like it on the water in real life, but love it out here in game on the water. Just feels so peaceful. All right, so what did we get? Let's have a squiz. We've got 2.2 tons of pollock there, 1.8 ton of pollock there. That's pretty good. 2.5 tons of haddock. Okay, well that's not too bad. It's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Let's fire this thing up, and we'll head around this way. Get some oomph into the boat and see if we can do this. How are we doing for fuel? Well, we did fuel up before we came out, didn't we? So that's all right. Let's head across this way, and we will turn around and grab this next one. I will remove that entire route from there because we don't want it. So we're not getting this next one because that's been in 3 hours less than the first one that we put in. So we're going to grab the second one first, and we'll grab the one over the other side, and then we should be all right. Was that it over there? Did I just see it bobbling around in the water? I may have done. I just thought it was better to throw that final line in. Yeah, I did see it bobbling around in the water. Throwing that final line in in the middle, in between those others, because that seemed to be where all the fish were at the time. So, all right, what have we got here? See if we can see this thing. Right there, lovely. Need to pull up with it on the side of the boat. Round we go. Ah, yeah, there's the other one right there. Okay, cool. Let's get this one in line. Then we'll spin around, grab the one behind us, and then come back and get this one. The one just to our left there. So we'll get this over here. Lovely. Lovely. It's nicer doing it. It's nicer doing it in better seas, I can tell you. Okay, have we gone far enough? That's probably okay right there. So let's turn him off. I like to turn the boat off when we're doing this, just to make sure. I wonder how many tons we're going to get all up. That doesn't look. That's a medium fish, probably. I reckon. Okay. Come on. Yeah, it's a big one. Thank you. Beautiful. We'd like all big ones, but I don't think we're going to get them, to be honest. And that's a medium, I reckon. If I can hook it. There we go. Lovely. See what else we've got. That's pretty small. Probably classed as a medium, though. Still, I reckon. So, yeah, this one's a big one. That's it. Lovely. Can we get it? There we go. Perfect. I just want to look out there and just enjoy the scenery. If anybody, I'll say, how's the Serenity? How's the Serenity? If anybody knows what that's a quote from, bit of a Australiana. That's a tiny little fish, isn't it? A bit of Australiana there. How's the Serenity? Let me know in the comments if you know what that is referring to. There's a few small fish on this line. I'm not super happy about that. Not super happy about that at all. We want to see big fish. You can see it usually takes me about 3 shots to actually hook these up. We'll get rid of that. We'll have a squiz. We've now got 4.4 ton, 3.6 ton, and 1.2 tons. So that's 4, 7, 10, 8, 9, 9.2 ton of pollock. 5 ton of haddock there. Another 3.6 there. So there you go. Okay, not doing too bad at all. Fire this little beast up. Spin around again. Get a little bit of oomph happening in this. Hopefully we don't run over that buoy. No, we're not. Beautiful. Fly over to this other one. Drag that one up. And see how we go. Probably heading in the wrong direction there, Simi. But really nice being out here, isn't it? Like, I think that's one of the things that they've captured. I'm super happy with this, with the ocean physics and stuff in this so far. Desperately want to be stuck in a storm just to see what it's like. Even if I lose my boat, still want to be stuck in a storm. Okay, we're getting pretty close now to spinning around and picking this up. Spin around. Whereabouts are you? Got to find you first. You're over here somewhere. And not see it anywhere in the water. Ah, there she is. Beautiful. Bit hard to see at night time, isn't it? Spin around. Grab it from this angle here, which will be good. There we go. Come around and grab it. It's going to be great when they implement crew and stuff in this as well. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, still super excited about the whole ferry business. Super excited about that. Okay, that's it there. And let's go into here and turn you off. Go out and we'll grab this. There we go. What have we got? I haven't fallen in the water yet. You can fall in the water. But you can get up back on your boat with ladders. I think the ladder on this one's at the back, I believe. This is a bigger one. There we go. That's the size fish that we want all the time. Thank you. That would be really, really, really cool if you could do that for us. Okay, here we go. I can almost smell the fish. Okay. Come on. Come on, you can do it. That's a medium. That's a pollock, isn't it? So the pollock's only... I don't think we've caught a big pollock. Or although, is that a big pollock? It might be. It might be. That was a pretty big fish. I felt like I was falling out then. To be careful. There we go. Lovely. And what else have we got? Could you imagine if... What the hell is that? Oh my God, that's a Peter Day fish. That one. Yeah, she's pretty small too. All right, we'll grab you. Could you imagine if you actually had to sit here and do the whole 2,500 hooks? You'd be here for days. You'd be here for days. My God. And you'd have 4 of these lines in. And, oh, mate, tell you. All right, 6.6. There's 11.12. 13.8 ton of pollock. We are now up to 7. What are we up to? 12.8. 13, 14.5 ton of haddock. That's pretty good. Catfish also sells for a pretty good price, and we've got 1.4 ton of catfish as well. How super exciting is that? Let's jump on board here and fire her up. Head straight out to this other one, and then we're done. And then we're going to head back into port, and we're going to see what we. I probably should save the game, really, shouldn't I? That would make a whole pile of sense. Right, and then we'll be able to head back in and see what we see what kind of income we get. I reckon I feel like we've got a really good, really strong catch today in this episode, so it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good indeed. All right, let's slow that down. We'll get out here. We are nearly there. There she is, right there. Pull this one in. So maybe leaving them soak for a little bit longer may have given us some probably wouldn't have given us bigger fish though, would it? Just more fish rather than sort of bigger fish. So come on, in you come, in you come, in you come, and down there, and off you go. Right, let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, I actually can't wait to see how much. That's not a very big fish, is it? No. Can't wait to see how much money we get out of this. Probably be able to afford the next tier boat, or well, not the next tier, because I think there's only tier 2. Is there only tier 2, or are the other ones tier 3s? I'm not sure, but we want to get one that does medium cargo so that we can purchase a fish farm. See how that goes. I have heard people complaining though that the fish farms is just so mundane and takes so long. Oh mate, that's a pretty big pollock, that one. And that they're a lot of work and a lot of effort, but I mean, it is what it is. You make about, what was it? 65 million or something. Once your fish have matured and stuff. So I really want to do it just to see what it's like. Just to see what it's like. All right, here we go. Come on, you can get him. That was a bloody small fish too. It looks like we've got quite a few small fish on this line, unfortunately. So, So, not a super impressive line, really, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, But there we go. All right, cool. So if we go back in and have a look at our tally, looks like haddock we've got 9.6, 11.8. So 18.8 ton, nearly 19 ton. 8, 10, 11.1, 18.2. So we actually got more haddock, and that's what we baited for. So that's a first. That's a first. But look at that, 1.4 ton, 1.8 ton of catfish there. That's actually pretty good. So let's head back into town and I don't know, just enjoy what we actually get out of this. So I will see you guys when we get back into town. I'm just going to fire this beast up, get in there as quickly as I possibly can at 13 knots, and I'll see you when we get there. Okay guys, we're coming into port now to sell our catch off. I've done a couple of saves on the way through. I've been sort of navigating through all of this. Is that where we want to go? Over there it is, isn't it? Yeah, go through there. Been navigating through. You can actually see the landmass and stuff coming up on the radar there, which is actually really, really cool. But I do wonder whether that's going to show weather and stuff. It didn't really show the clouds when we were on our way out to on this actual fishing run, so I don't know whether it's going to show rainfall or anything like that. I mean, it does have a spot up there, sea and rain, so whether or not they're going to actually implement that at some point in time, because at the moment you can see it's tracking our heading and it's tracking our speed and stuff as well. So it may just you should really watch where you're going, Simmy. You'll sink your boat with all of this fish on board. Okay, let's slow this beast down a little bit, shall we? I'm going to try and get into this dock where the fishery is and see if we can't head over there and sell, which will be actually really, really cool. And we may end up getting another skill point, which will be good because that'll allow us to unlock the net fishing. So yeah, but it's definitely working with landmass, which is really, really cool. Whether it's just slow that down a little bit. Don't want to go too slow because don't want the waves to push us too far into the dock, but at the same time we need to be really, really careful because you can see the waves are moving from left to right. Yeah, so if they implement all that stuff, it's going to be so cool. Let's just drop that down and we shall dock right there. Boat docked, engine off. Lovely. It is time. It is time. Let's pull this in. Although you really don't want to pull it in too far, do you? Do a save because it is early access. So look, it looks lovely though, doesn't it? Feels really fresh out here. With all the dampness on the floor and stuff. All right, what do you reckon? How much have we got? 404,000. That's a lot less than what I actually thought. That is way less than what I actually thought. We got 1,169 medium haddock, which is what we were fishing for. What brought in the most income? The medium pollock. Pollock's obviously a oh look, the large pollock. I think we should be out fishing for pollock mainly. Not that it makes any difference because you got that sort of that variation of what you're actually catching. But yeah, perhaps pollock is the one to go. I was expecting a bit more than that, to be honest. I think the last run that I did, I got with the 4 lines, I got just under $1 million. So was it? Or was I? Am I thinking of fishing North Atlantic? I don't know. Sell all fish. All fish are gone. Lovely. I do wonder whether we're over 5 million now. I do wonder whether we're sort of whether we're going to get to the point where just save that again just in case. Where there's going to be different fish prices. But at the moment, there's only 2 places to sell fish anyway. So there's really no fluctuation in the market, is there? It needs a clean, doesn't it? Looks like it needs a clean. Okay, let's head just over here and we'll check out... yeah, we might go out and do some pollock, but we'll also check out the price of turn you on. Yeah, it is dirty. Look at that. Definitely dirty, and it's not my screen. It's not my computer screen. So it doesn't look like that's coming off, does it? Interesting. Interesting. Well, we'll give it a nice clean. It's a couple of big scratches there. Huh. Those scratches from the damage that we did? Might be, you know. It might be, but it's a nice little boat, isn't it? Definitely a nice little boat. There we go. It doesn't look like that did too much, did it? Okay, there we go. It's a lovely, quiet sounding little pressure washer there. Let's jump into here and have a squiz. Fish quotas. So, we're probably pretty close to... Is there anywhere that we can see our fish quotas? I'm not sure. Do we need maintenance on it? No, she's in ship-shape condition. Oh. I haven't looked at these upgrades. I did the engine. I'm pretty sure I did the engine. Yeah, I did the engine and stuff. But there's the fuel box now. The fuse box. Compact and reliable, ensures efficient circuit protection for your boat or marine application. Does it actually do anything? Elevate your electrical system with this fuse box where unparalleled durability meets peace of mind no matter the conditions. I wonder what that does. No, I didn't want searchlight. I wanted to see if I'd actually upgraded the propeller. And I have, yeah. But I did those main ones. How far are we away from... I mean, we can quite easily buy this thing here because that's 950,000. That's 6.9. I was thinking of buying this, but we can't do any medium cargo on this. That's good for running around. It's a service boat, but it only does extra small and small cargo, but it does do 28 knots. This little beast here, I think we might buy this. What do you reckon? And that'll allow us to put on smolt tanks and fuel tanks, and it'll also allow us to do medium cargo, which is probably going to be a good thing. So I think we're going to purchase that. And there she is. If you guys can think of a name, it's called the Dr. Phil at the moment, which we need to change. So if you guys can think of a name, let me know. Let's jump up in here and have a squeeze. So there's lots of room for medium cargo in here. We can open that door. We can come into here. There's... Oh. Yeah, all right. We might get ourselves into a little bit of poop out there, mightn't we? Fix tools, med kit, some stuff, and there we go. We probably want to do some upgrades to this as well. What the hell is that? My gosh, very hard to see. Hope it's not that bad. Let's go into here and have a look at what upgrades, and then we'll end the then we shall end the install that, end the episode there. Throttle, internal fuse tank, fuse box, propeller. They're the two that actually have an effect on your speed and stuff as well. Let's install that as well, which is giving us a good one there. So there you go. If you've got a name for it, let me know. I'm gonna move it away from the old Dr. Phil. You'd think with all those tires on there that you wouldn't get any boat damage. That's what they're on there for. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you enjoyed heading out and doing a little bit of fishing with the old Simmy. And yeah, also let me know, do you think we should do a start from scratch series on fishing Barents Sea or fishing North Atlantic? Whichever one you guys reckon. Look at that. Lovely. Thank you so much. It's definitely getting a bit rough out there. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.